morning. So I'm going from live trading to simulator trading because that's just how improvement works. You just you don't rest until you're good and ready to rest, until you're 100 steps past where you were yesterday, and you just keep grinding. So today we're gonna just do some simulator trading. And actually, I'm just gonna see here. I'm just gonna start at the higher time frames. So let's see kind of what's been happening here. Let me zoom out here. Okay, so I'm gonna play this. Now that this is playing on the simulator, I managed risk for one of my recent trades. Let's go to that trade. Let's actually talk about that trade first. So this is on the simulator. This is just stuff that I was practicing, and this is why recently I recently just on the simulator lost nothing. So what had happened exactly was I took a sell. As you can see here, I opened up a sell and I closed 50% of that sell as price got to, first it was price got to around 4 or 5 pips, right? And when price got to around 4 or 5 pips, I closed, sorry, 3.9 pips, I closed 50%. Then price went an additional 4 pips, and I closed another 50%, and I lost a total of about $5.50 total, right? Instead of losing $10. So that's what I've been practicing. So these are stuff that you have to practice in order to be able to bring into the live environment. So right here we can see that price is kind of just bounced off of these wicks here at the top. Let's kind of just zoom out and kind of see what an overall perspective of everything is looking like. So in all honesty, we're in an uptrend, but it looks like price is reversing, creating some form of support, rejecting these levels of supports right here. Created this level of support here, and now is going up. So let's zoom in. We're just looking at relevant, more recent data. So if price continues upwards, I can see it coming up to these wicks and possibly breaking out of those wicks. Do we have anything to kind of align with this? Let's see. Let's see if anything lines up with this. This area right here. So we're just going to go to the left, go to the left, go to the left, and we can see here that it is a strong level of support here. So if we break above this area right here, then we have let's zoom in here. We have this next area right here, right, which is a level of resistance, which is approximately probably like 100 pips. Let me check. So it's about 50 pips away. That's a huge gap, which is amazing. So now we're just going to come more into more relevant data here. So as you can see, price is kind of just breaking off this top here and just rejecting that top, and maybe looking to come into this area of selling, possibly, and then subsequently, if it does go further, then possibly this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. We already talked about if it breaks above tops, right? So we're going to zoom in and we're going to see kind of what the sells look like here. So level support right here, right? We're on the 1 hour chart right now, so dialing in even closer, we have this level of rejection here, right? So this level of rejection, if we get price to break that level of rejection, then we could potentially get to this level. And further, that would be like leaving a runner. You want to take 10 pips as a full and leave a runner. So I might be a bit more aggressive today on the simulator. I might be a bit more aggressive today on the simulator. We'll see. And then subsequently, if it continues to sell, possibly we'll worry about that another time. So for now, let's just kind of zoom in here, and it is now 6:54 on the simulator. So when we zoom in and we're just looking at these areas that we've drawn out, we're looking at this is a level of support, and then subsequently, if we break it, level of support right here, and then subsequently another level of support right here. Right, so that's kind of what we drawn out in the higher time frames. And right here, if we zoom out and zoom out again, no, that's zooming in. If we zoom out again, zoom out one more time here, you can see that this right here is the level of rejection that we're referring to in the higher time frames. We can see here as we zoom in, some level of support is being broken. So now we have to assess the time. It is now a brand new 1 hour candle. I do believe that here, let me slow this down a little bit. Price will continue. That's what I believe. And again, I want to be more aggressive today. So we are going to take a sell here, take 2 sells. Stop loss is basically perfectly above the previous 30-minute candle. We are going to just slow everything down here. Go to our trades, right? And when we're going to our trades, then now we want to say to ourselves, if price retraces in such a way that it comes to here, then we're going to close 50%. If price comes like 5 pips, 6 pips, which right now it's at like 2, 3-ish, we're going to want to move stop loss to break even by clicking these buttons. So that's what we're waiting for. I'm gonna just move my take profit. Take profit's gonna be moved as we start to reach these levels. So I'm gonna say take profit can be 20. Let's say 20, and then the same thing goes for this one. We'll say 20. Say 20. For this one, we'll be less aggressive. We'll say 15. If we have to, we'll just move it. So right here, it is now 7:05 on the simulator, 7:05 EST on the simulator, and price is retracing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna close one of these out, be less aggressive, and in doing so, we're just making it so that we don't lose as much. We can still possibly lose some, but we don't lose as much. So while this happens, let's just take a look and see if there's going to be any news today. News at 8:30. So there is going to be news, some strong news for the pound. Price right now is going back into profits. I wonder if we can drop back or well, no, we'll just even though I want to be more aggressive, we'll just be relaxed. So right here, running in 2 pips profit, 1.9. When you're on the simulator and you're like making profit or like losing profit, it kind of feels real. Obviously, like not really, but it kind of does. So you kind of want it to feel real, because then when it does, you're basically saying to yourself, how do you put this? If it does feel real, you're basically putting yourself in a position where you can train real emotions, real endorphins, which like there's almost like nothing better. It's such a great feeling. So right here, as we retrace more, I'm just gonna close a partial here, close a partial, close at 50%, so that way we can't lose as much. And I think I might just close this entire position. But then again, we kind of want to learn, right? And at the same time too, yeah, we want to learn. So I'm not gonna. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna let this pan out. We are at what position? A 5-cent lot here. So if we lose, we're not really losing much whatsoever. We're just gonna leave it and let it run and kind of see if there's opportunities to learn. If it was the right call. Take profit can be left where it is. No, what we'll do is we'll just move take profit back to like 10 pips. The simulator too, it will how do you say? It will stun you. It will it'll make you know that like you have to to lose money. So right here we're trending at about like almost 4 pips profit. I'm gonna just go ahead and close this entire position right here, or even actually here. I just moved my stop loss to break even. So what this says exactly is that if price retraces, then I just lose what I put in basically, plus what I lost prior to. So today was almost break even on the simulator for the Friday on the simulator. We traded EST, traded our pair GU, which was really good. Stayed aggressive, but yet very, very calm. And we have our break even, we have our stop loss at break even, and we're just letting our trade run. Really calm day. So I guess this is a good place to say that I can take profit here. So this trade panned out really well. I noticed that it was breaking lows, breaking this level of support. When it did, I entered as it broke support as an impulsive entry. I heard from a professional trader that sometimes price won't give you the benefit of the doubt to be able to say, hey, let me close here. So one thing that I could have done in this trade a bit better is left a runner. I'm going to make note of that because my runner would still just be running, right? Which would have been huge.